Okay, so you've done it. You've put in the hours, you've trained, you've validated, and bam, your machine learning model is live in production. And seriously, congratulations. That's a huge step. But here's the thing a lot of people don't tell you. The work isn't over, not by a long shot. In fact, you could say the real work is just getting started. Let's dive into what it actually takes to keep that model alive and kicking out there in the wild. And this quote, man, it just hits the nail right on the head. Because here's the reality. The second your model goes live, it starts aging. It's like a car driving off the lot. It immediately starts losing value. The world is always changing, right? Your data changes, customer behavior changes, and all those perfect assumptions you made during training, poof, they can become totally useless, seemingly overnight.
Yep, that's exactly it. Deployment is not the finish line. Think of it more like the starting gun for a marathon, and it's a marathon of constant vigilance, maintenance, monitoring, and just generally making sure your model is still adding value and not quietly turning into a huge liability for the business.
All right, so let's get into our first section and meet the main villain of this story, model decay. This is your model's real enemy. It's this sneaky, silent process where your model's performance just slowly degrades over time. And why? Because the real world, your production environment, is never static. It's always changing. And look at how real these risks are. Let's just walk through this. You've got data drift. This is classic. Your customers start behaving in new ways. Maybe there's a new trend, a pandemic, whatever, and suddenly your model, which was trained on all that old data, starts making completely wrong predictions. Then there's model drift. This is a bit more subtle. The relationships between features start to change. What used to predict a purchase yesterday might not today, and your accuracy just tanks. But for me, the scariest one on this list has got to be silent failures. Your API is up, it's returning 200 OK, everything looks fine, but it's serving garbage predictions. It's quietly losing you money, and you might not even know it.
So the big question is, how do we fight back against this decay? Well, we build a dashboard. Think of it like the dashboard in your car. You wouldn't drive a car without a speedometer or a fuel gauge, right? You need to know what's going on under the hood. It's the exact same idea for your model. We need a control panel to see its vital signs in real time.
And here's what those vital signs actually are. Of course, you've got your standard model metrics, accuracy, precision, recall, the usual suspects. But that is just the tip of the iceberg. You also have to monitor data quality. Are you suddenly getting a ton of missing values or weird outliers? That's a huge red flag. Then there's latency and throughput. How fast is your model? If it's too slow, users will hate it. And maybe most importantly, business metrics. Is this model actually making us money? Is it improving conversion rates? You have to tie it back to the bottom line. And finally, drift metrics. These are your early warning system. Things like KL divergence or PSI, they're just fancy statistical ways of asking, hey, does this new data look anything like the data I was trained on? If the answer is no, you've got a problem.
All right, so we know what we need to monitor. The next logical question is how? What tools do we use? You really need the right toolkit for the job. Building a solid monitoring system is all about putting a few key pieces together so they work in harmony.
First up, you've got MLflow. The best way to think about MLflow is as your model's flight recorder. It's this awesome open source platform that logs pretty much everything. For our purposes, it's crucial for tracking every single prediction and all the performance metrics that go along with it. It creates that historical paper trail you need to see exactly how your model is performing over time. Next, we bring in a specialist, Evidently AI. If MLflow is your general practitioner, think of Evidently as your data drift detective. Its whole purpose in life is to spot those subtle changes in your data distributions. It generates these amazing interactive reports that put your live data side by side with your training data, so you can see drift happening long before it blows up into a major accuracy problem. Now, what if your model is serving predictions in real time, like thousands per second? You need speed, and that's where a tool like Prometheus comes in. It's the industry standard for this kind of thing. It works by constantly scraping metrics from your model's API endpoint, giving you a real-time, second-by-second pulse on its operational health. We're talking request counts, error rates, prediction speed, all the stuff that tells you if it's about to fall over. And finally, how do you make sense of all this data? That's Grafana's job. All the metrics we're collecting from MLflow, Evidently, and Prometheus, they're just numbers in a database. Grafana is what brings them to life. It's the visualization layer that turns all those numbers into beautiful, easy-to-understand dashboards where you can see exactly what's going on at a glance. Okay, so we have our tools and we have our pretty dashboards. But here's the key. A dashboard is useless if you don't do anything with the information. It's not about just looking at graphs. The real power comes when you use these insights to take action and stop disasters before they happen. And this is what that looks like in the real world. Imagine one single screen, your mission control. You've got a graph showing your accuracy trend. Right next to it, your drift score is ticking up or down. You see a sudden spike in latency. You can watch your API traffic, your error rate. And crucially, you see all of this right alongside your key business KPIs. This isn't just data. This is total visibility into your entire system. This really brings us to the most crucial point. Just look at the difference here. Without alerts, you are always playing defense. You're reactive. A silent failure happens, and who finds it? Your users. And let me tell you, having your customers be your monitoring system is an absolute nightmare. But with alerts, everything changes. You become proactive. The second drift is detected or accuracy dips, boom, your team gets a notification in Slack or PagerDuty. You can jump on the problem and fix it before it ever impacts a single user. That's how you protect the business.
Okay, let's zoom out now and look at the big picture. Because the ultimate goal here isn't just about monitoring. That's just one piece. The holy grail is to build a fully automated, self-healing system. We're talking about the complete MLOps feedback loop. Just follow this flow. It's pretty incredible. Step 1, new data comes in, your model makes a prediction. Simple enough. But at the same time, in step 2, all your monitoring tools are watching. They're collecting metrics. They're checking for drift. Now, here's where the magic happens. The moment they spot a problem, let's say that drift score crosses a threshold you set, an alert doesn't just go to a human. It automatically triggers a retraining pipeline. A brand new model gets trained on the latest data, it gets pushed to your model registry, and then it's safely deployed to replace the old decaying one. And then what? The whole cycle just starts over. It's all automated. That, my friends, is what modern MLOps is all about. So, if you want to build this, what are the key takeaways? What are the best practices? Well, first, you absolutely have to log both your model metrics and your business metrics. Connect the two. Always track latency and resource usage. Don't let your model become a bottleneck. Use a model registry with versioning. This is your escape hatch. It lets you roll back to an older model if a new one goes haywire. And, as we've said, visualize everything on a dashboard, and for the love of all that is holy, use real-time alerts. And just as important, here are the common mistakes you need to avoid at all costs. The biggest one? Only monitoring accuracy. It's just not enough. Another classic mistake is ignoring drift, hoping it'll go away. It won't. And of course, the big one we've been talking about, having no alerts. That's basically just leaving your front door wide open for silent failures to walk in and trash the place. And this quote just perfectly sums it all up, doesn't it? Deploying a model is easy. Maintaining it is real machine learning. The shiny, exciting part is building the model, for sure. But the real engineering, the part that actually creates lasting value, is the day in, day out work of keeping it running and making it better once it's out in the real world. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one crucial question to ask yourself about your own models. Right now, is your model truly learning and adapting to the world? Or is it just quietly decaying like a ticking time bomb waiting to go off? Because ultimately, the choice is yours.